The world of Korean entertainment has always thrived on secrets, surprises, and unexpected revelations. But few things capture the collective curiosity of fans like a sudden spark of wedding rumors involving two of the industry's brightest stars. Recently, online platforms have been ablaze with speculation that Park Bo-gum and Kim So-hyun, two of the most beloved faces in Korean dramas, are secretly preparing for their wedding. Is there truth behind this rumor? Or is it simply a creation of overzealous fans and click-driven gossip sites? The answer, as always, lies somewhere between wishful thinking and cleverly constructed ambiguity. It all started with a trickle, an innocuous post on a popular fan forum, where someone claimed to have seen the two stars dining together in a private restaurant. The poster insisted there were wedding vibes in the air and mentioned the presence of what looked like a ring on Kim So-hyun's finger. Within hours, that post was shared across dozens of online communities. Suddenly, YouTube thumbnails began showcasing photos of the two stars, with headlines like Park Bo-gum and Kim So-hyun engaged? And secret wedding preparations leaked. The internet, always hungry for celebrity drama, pounced on the story. But before diving into the web of hints, misinterpretations, and digital breadcrumbs, let's take a moment to revisit who these stars are, and why the idea of them together has captivated so many. Park Bo-gum, with his dazzling smile and boy next door charm, has long been considered one of South Korea's most bankable leading men. Known for his roles in Love in the Moonlight, Reply 1988, and Record of Youth, Bo-gum's image has consistently straddled the line between romantic ideal and earnest professional. He has cultivated a reputation for humility, hard work, and an almost otherworldly innocence that keeps fans loyal and curious. On the other side of this rumor stands Kim So-hyun, a prodigy who has evolved from a talented child actress into a sophisticated, versatile leading lady. With unforgettable roles in dramas like The Tale of Nokdu, River Where the Moon Rises, and Love Alarm, So-hyun has earned both critical acclaim and mass appeal. She's known for her emotional range, grace under pressure, and a quiet charisma that grows with every project. To most fans, the idea of these two sharing a screen would be thrilling enough. But sharing a life? That's another level entirely. What fuels the plausibility of this wedding rumor is not just their popularity, but how the story has evolved with subtle, almost cinematic pacing. A few blurred photographs, speculation over matching accessories, the viral spread of fan-edited images of the pair in traditional wedding attire. All of it has woven a compelling narrative. Fueling this further was a recent YouTube video by a pop culture channel, which compiled images of Bo-gum and So-hyun at various events, along with slowed-down clips of interviews where they happened to mention the word love. One segment featured Kim So-hyun smiling when asked about her ideal type, with a cutaway to a picture of Park Bo-gum. No explicit connection was made, but the implication was clear, and millions of fans took the bait. In the age of algorithms, content doesn't have to be accurate to go viral, just needs to be engaging. The video racked up hundreds of thousands of views in days, with comment sections filled with speculation, support, and skepticism in equal measure. "I knew it!" exclaimed one fan, while another asked, "Can someone confirm if this is actually true?" But perhaps the most compelling aspect of the rumor is its origin. The fan community itself. There is no official statement, no paparazzi expose, no Instagram hint. The entire phenomenon rests on whispers, hopes, and a shared desire to see a real-life love story unfold between two of Korea's most enduring stars. Why is this desire so strong? Part of the answer lies in the psychology of fandom. Korean entertainment fans, both domestic and international, known for their dedication. They follow their idols through ups and downs, tracking every public appearance, decoding every cryptic message. When two beloved stars are even remotely associated, fans begin building stories around them, often more romantic than reality. In this case, both Bo-gum and So-hyun are famously private. They don't often comment on their personal lives. This silence, paradoxically, creates space for rumors to flourish. Because they haven't denied the claims, as of now, some fans interpret that as tacit confirmation. Adding fuel to the fire is the pattern of interactions, however minimal, that these two actors have shared. While they have not officially starred in a drama together, They've appeared at the same award shows, endorsed similar brands, and have even been spotted together in group settings at industry events. In one resurfaced video clip from an awards show, Bogum is seen clapping enthusiastically during So Hyun's acceptance speech. It's a simple gesture, but fans read it as a sign of deeper affection. And then there's the jewelry. A few weeks before the rumors reached a boiling point, eagle-eyed netizens noticed a simple silver ring on Kim So Hyun's left hand during a behind-the-scenes photo shoot. Around the same time, Park Bo-gum was photographed wearing what appeared to be a similar ring. This alone might be a coincidence, but on the internet, no detail is too small to analyze. The matching accessories theory is a classic trigger for dating rumors in the K-drama world. Many previous celebrity couples, Hyun Bin and Sung Yi-jin, for example, were exposed after fans spotted similar items worn at different times. Rings, watches, phone cases, all are fair game in the romance speculation playbook. Still, it's essential to ask, could this all be a massive case of overinterpretation? The Korean entertainment industry has seen this before. Numerous stars have been paired off by fans and media alike, only for the stories to fade away quietly. Sometimes, the stars don't even know they're being shipped until someone asks about it in an interview. But what makes the Park Bo-gum and Kim So Hyun case so intriguing is that the speculation has endured. Despite the lack of concrete proof, idea persists, and even grows. A major reason is the media silence. Both stars' agencies have so far refused to comment. In K-entertainment, this can mean many things. Be a deliberate strategy to let the rumor die naturally. It could mean the stars are so focused on work that they find the rumors laughable. Or, most tantalizingly, it could mean there's truth they're not yet ready to reveal. It's also worth noting the cultural context. In South Korea, celebrity relationships are often treated with extreme sensitivity. Public reactions can range from enthusiastic support to harsh criticism, depending on the stars involved, their fan-base demographics, and even the timing. A sudden dating or wedding announcement can disrupt drama schedules, brand endorsements, and even stock prices for entertainment companies. Oh, if Park Bo-gum and Kim So Hyun were indeed preparing for a wedding, secrecy would be a natural part of the process. But again, that's a very big if. Until now, what we have is a storm of speculation built on small coincidences, fan imagination, and a media landscape that rewards viral mystery. But there's more to explore, much more. In the next part of this feature, we'll take a deeper look at the cultural forces behind such rumors, how they affect the careers of those involved, and whether or not fans and industry insiders truly want this love story to be real. For now, the question remains, is it true, or is it simply the perfect K-drama, scripted by the internet? In the world of Korean entertainment, truth is often stranger, and sometimes more beautiful, than fiction. While the internet continues to buzz with speculation about Park Bo-gum and Kim So Hyun's rumored wedding, we now shift our lens from fan-driven theories to the broader cultural and professional context behind such rumors. Why do stories like these take on lives of their own? What impact do they have on the artist involved? And what would it mean, for the stars, the fans, and the industry, if this wedding really is happening? To understand the heartbeat of this rumor, we must first understand the environment in which it thrives. Korean entertainment operates in a landscape where perception often outweighs truth. Celebrities are not just actors or singers, they are national icons, cultural ambassadors, and, in many ways, reflections of public sentiment. Any shift in their image, real or imagined, cause ripples that affect not just their careers but the entire machinery surrounding them. It's in this charged atmosphere that rumors of romantic relationships become more than idle gossip, they become battlegrounds of narrative control. For fans, such stories can be thrilling or devastating. For agencies, they represent a potential PR crisis. For brands, they are a marketing gold or a marketing risk, and for media outlets, they are prime content, ripe for speculation, clickbait, and endless rehashing. So when whispers of a possible wedding between Park Bo-gum and Kim So Hyun began gaining traction, one paid attention, not necessarily because it was true, but because of what it could mean if it were. Let's imagine, for a moment, that the rumor is true. That somewhere And without fanfare, Park Bo-gum and Kim So-hyun are preparing for a wedding that no one saw coming. What would that reveal about them? About us? First, it would highlight a growing trend in Korean entertainment, the desire for stars to take control of their personal narratives. In the past, idol romances were often denied, hidden, derailed by public pressure. But more recently, we've seen a shift. Couples like Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin, Lee Seung-gi and Lee Dan, and even G-Dragon and Jennie, however fleeting, shows that fans can be more supportive than skeptical, especially when the story is framed with honesty and grace. If Bo-gum and So-hyun were to confirm such news, might find themselves embraced, not condemned. Their clean-cut images, long-standing popularity, and respectful public personas make them ideal candidates for a love story that transcends tabloid scandal. They are, in many ways, the perfect couple, at least in the eyes of a fanbase hungry for real-life fairy tales. However, the reality is far more complex. Confirmed romance could disrupt upcoming projects, especially if either star is set to lead in a romantic drama. The illusion of availability, so critical to many fans' connection with their idols, might be shattered. Agencies might lose endorsement deals, especially with brands that market to younger, single consumers. Directors and producers might need to reconsider casting decisions, anticipating shifts in public perception. Again, it could have the opposite effect. A romance, especially a tasteful, well-managed one, can enhance a star's relatability. It humanizes them, shows them as people with desires, emotions, and the capacity to love. And in a world increasingly tired of artificial celebrity personas, authenticity sells. But what if the rumor isn't true? This raises another important issue, the toll that constant speculation takes on celebrities' mental health. Park Bo-gum, known for his introspective and spiritual nature, has often spoken about the burden of public expectation. Kim So-hyun, having grown up in front of the camera, has had little privacy for most of her life. People like them, having their names endlessly linked without confirmation or control, can be exhausting. There is also the danger of shipping culture turning toxic. Fans who idealize certain pairings may become aggressive toward others, leaving hurtful comments or engaging in online harassment. This behavior, while not representative of all fans, can sour the atmosphere around even the most innocent of interactions. Consider, too, the role of social media in amplifying and distorting reality. A single tweet can spark a wildfire of rumors. A blurry photo, taken out of context, can be spun into an entire fictional timeline. And when algorithms reward engagement over accuracy, falsehoods often travel faster than facts. This dynamic creates a vicious cycle. Rumor appears. Fans react. Media outlets report on the reaction. More people see the story. Gains legitimacy, even without evidence. Before long, it becomes part of the public consciousness, a truth that everyone believes, even if it was never confirmed. This phenomenon is not unique to Korea, but in the high-stakes, hyper-scrutinized world of K-entertainment, the consequences can be uniquely intense. It's worth noting that in the months leading up to these rumors, both Bo-gum and So-hyun were relatively quiet on social media. While some fans interpreted this as a sign they were hiding something, it could just as easily reflect a desire for peace amid a busy schedule. Silence, in the digital age, is often misinterpreted as secrecy. Agencies, too, play a critical role in how these stories unfold. Most often, they adopt a strategy of no comment. It's a calculated move. Deny too quickly, and you invite more questions. Confirm prematurely, you risk backlash. But sometimes, this silence feeds the beast. The absence of a clear narrative allows others to fill in the blanks, and they often do so with the most dramatic version possible. From a business perspective, agencies have little to gain and much to lose by confirming or denying romantic rumors. That's why many choose to wait until the noise dies down, or until a relationship becomes impossible to hide. This brings us back to the central question: should we believe it? There's no denying the compelling elements of the Park Bo-gum and Kim So-hyun rumor. Two beloved actors. A lack of denial, subtle coincidences, a growing chorus of fans rooting for their happiness. There's also no hard evidence, no public appearance together as a couple. No statement, no tangible confirmation. What we have is a dream, a beautifully constructed, emotionally satisfying dream that fans around the world are more than willing to believe. And maybe that's enough. In a world full of heartbreak and uncertainty, perhaps we cling to stories like this not because they're true, because we want them to be, because in the idea of Bogum and Sohyun together, be something pure, something hopeful, something that reminds us that love, even among stars, might still be real. But as responsible consumers of media, and as respectful admirers of real human beings, we must remember that fantasies are not facts. That behind the dazzling photos and viral videos are people with their own lives, dreams, and choices. People who may or may not be in love. People who deserve the dignity of privacy. No matter how much we want to know. So where does this leave us? With questions, certainly. With curiosity, but hopefully also with a bit more awareness. Awareness of how easily stories can spin out of control, how quickly speculation can become pressure, and how important it is to let people, especially public figures, live their lives without being caged by rumor. As of today, Park Bo-gum and Kim So-hyun have not confirmed a relationship. They have not announced a wedding. And until they do, everything remains unverified. Enticing, yes, but unverified. Still, the story continues to circulate. New evidence appears weekly. New theories blossom, and fans keep hoping. Maybe one day, there will be an announcement. Maybe the rumors will prove prophetic. Or maybe, years from now, we'll look back and marvel at how a simple fan post turned into one of the most enduring love stories the internet ever told, real or not. For now, we wait. And in that waiting, we are reminded of the strange, beautiful intersection between celebrity and imagination, between reality and the stories we tell ourselves. Because whether Park Bo-gum and Kim So-hyun are preparing for a wedding or not, one thing is clear. They've already become a part of the love story that millions want to believe in. And sometimes, belief is powerful enough to shape the